Tom Malone. You're listening to Two Faces Radio. Hey, save it for the show.
Don't you want to feel the daybreak? Don't you want to know the way to let that light shine back in your heart again? And I know you're set in stone. You're gonna wind up on your own if you ever find your place in this world. I know you played your part. I sing it from your heart, but it's easier to read. And I know you know the score. Was it really such a chore to help me find the day? And I know you're set in stone. You're gonna wind up on your own if you ever find your place. How'd that sound, all right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, good.
Sounded so good, I was almost like, well, let's just lead in with that, too. Can always
Did you
edit
record it? You could just fade in.
I did. I mean, I recorded, right. That's,
groovy.
That's what I was thinking. So do you want to start or you want to take a break?
I'm ready to start. I don't want to take a break.
Well,
We haven't even started yet.
I thought we already started.
We
No.
kind of did.
We were like sound checking and then, but
We'll
now
just
we
screw
can
with
start.
it. Now we're ready to start.
Sorry
All right.
if it's kind of hot in here. I got the AC cranked, but you can see how small that little unit is.
Like a .com or something? Where are we? Cyber world.
This is no .com. This
Well,
is not-
it is a dot.
It is a .com, I guess. This is a podcast, so
You
we're
can find
recording
it-
now, and you can find it at twofacesradio.com.
See,
And so
it is a
.com.
But you can find it on iTunes.
But you can
which-
also get it on iTunes for free. It'll just download to your iTunes library.
That is awesome.
You can put it on your iPod. You can listen to it whenever you want.
There you go. I'm going to put it on
Right?
my iPod, man.
You should.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
sure.
And listen to it.
I don't have an iPod. I just have a shuffle, so it's just a little poster
Should go on.
stand thing.
Well, this
I don't
might
know.
it
Will
might
it go
take
on?
up your whole shuffle.
Okay.
It's
No.
like an hour long. All right. Well, let's go. You want to do this thing?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
We're ready to start it up. I mean, we're always recording. We always got things running. All right. Well, welcome back
To Two Faces
to
Radio.
Two Faces Radio. Here we are. This is Tuesday, June. What are we? 24th, 29th today. I have no idea because I'm out of work. I teach school, and once I'm off, that's it. I don't worry about the date. So we got Tuesday, June 29th.
Are you guys out of work, or are you kind of never out of work?
We are always out of work, and then on weekends we have parties.
Right.
We've never
We
been
charge
drunk.
people for them, though.
Never been drunk. Never been
So that's
sober.
work. If you're getting paid, it's work.
Ira hates it when I do big teasing type intros, so I'm not going to do it.
You're just going to announce who
I'm just
who
going
was here.
straight for the throw. We got the boys from Drivin and Cryin in here, and this is a
Yay.
local legends in the Atlanta area, in Georgia, I guess. And it's a band that we, when Ira and I started doing this podcast a little over a year ago, you guys were one of the bands that.
Oh, we're way up on our list when we were thinking of who we got to get
Can I
in.
take the potato sack off my head now?
Absolutely.
Because I have no idea where the fuck we are.
Where am I? Yeah, so here we are. We got the guys in. It took about a year to get you guys in here, I would say.
We did have to kidnap them and bring them in. That was the only way it was going to happen.
All right.
We won't. We'll save all that videotape of all the nastiness for later.
So, surprise, you're in a shitty podcast studio over here on the west end side of Atlanta.
Cool,
A little different than Good Day Atlanta, huh? Not quite the same.
Yes.
But I bet
a lot cooler.
the buffet's better.
That's right.
I'm digging the deli platter.
That's right.
Beer.
Vibe's a little cooler over here. You don't have,
Man, I'm digging it.
the suits aren't pushing you around.
No.
Going, cut this song down to 2 minutes. We got to go to a
Yeah.
potato chip commercial here in a
There
second.
you go.
Yeah.
Or a lead-in.
Not that I want to disparage
It's all
any potato
lead-in.
chip companies
We
for
love
sponsoring
potato
us.
chips.
No.
Any potato chip companies want to sponsor us? Go ahead.
I think one of my earliest influences in the music business was the Shadows of Night. They had a 45 on the potato chip box you could buy in as kids.
Two potato,
it was
three
like
potato, four.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato, more potato chip. Yeah, potato chip.
I had that.
Yeah.
Lenny K, man, he put that on the nuggets. Pebbles.
Yeah.
That's
The Shadows of Night, man.
Lenny K put that on the Pebbles record.
It
Yes,
seems
he
like
did.
something Tim
I
would
had that.
remember. You
On
remember
the
that,
night-
Timbo?
Right?
Of what, Nuggets?
This is great because I get the
Pebbles.
sense that this could be one of those shows where we could just throw a word out,
Oh, yeah.
and you guys got a song for it, or you could think of something, some kind of connection, and that's
Well, you know what?
Great.
We started off with some pretty deep. Our connection is Nuggets. If we have the Nuggets, if you guys know what that is, the
real
psychedelic, compilation of psychedelic tunes put
Okay.
together by Lenny K from the Patti Smith Group,
Yeah.
okay.
and that's kind of how we kind of met through. He likes songs from Nuggets, I like songs from Nuggets.
There you go.
So it was
I
pretty
thought
cool.
Kevin was from the Nuggets. When
Yes.
I met him.
And you didn't want to call yourselves Drivin and Nuggets.
I know. We were. We didn't know what we were going to be called.
Well, so let's start right there where we are, just for a brief second.
See,
so
Mr. Structure. That's why I have him here. Brings us back
All right.
down to earth.
You two, Tim. We got Tim on bass here, by the way. Let's
Yes.
make our announcements. in
Well,
here.
we also have Tim Butler.
our guitar
our
player,
third face.
and
Hey,
our
guys.
third face.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Psychedelic
Oh, he's back.
There he is back here.
He's back there. So we've got a lot of people in the studio today. Of course, my name is Brian McClenning. That's Ira Malkin. I don't think I mentioned that off the top here. We've got Tim on bass. We've got Tim, our guitar player from Ton of Honey, and our third face in the back there. We've got Kevn Kinney on guitar and vocals. And we have, hold on a second,
Johnson.
Dave on drums.
Dave
and
Johnson.
we've also got
Ken
Green.
Green.
Is in here.
He's back
Who
there. He
is
doesn't want to
the
get on mic, but... oh, wait, were we not
label
supposed to mention that you were here?
Owner, manager.
Do you have an alibi?
Help this all get put together.
Or he has an alibi now?
He's got an album. Yeah, so if there's anybody to blame in this whole thing,
Okay.
we'll all blame Ken.
Okay, we can do that later in the
If
van.
you guys have a great time,
Yes.
it's all due to us. If you guys are miserable when you walk out of here,
Okay.
It's Ken's
attack
fault.
Ken.
Absolutely.
Well, Ken, no, thanks really for
Yeah, seriously.
getting this whole thing together, man.
This
well,
is great.
I wish
The finger wave.
The finger came out.
I wish I would have brought a lamp with me. Usually when I do folk shows,
Yeah.
I go to the Goodwill and I buy a lamp before the show. Sometime during the day on my travel, I wake up in the morning, got a folk show in whatever it was, Birmingham or whatever. I go to a Goodwill, I find a lamp, I buy the lamp, I put it on stage with me.
Yeah.
And
then
if I
you
like
leave
the
it?
club,
Huh.
I leave the lamp.
Leave
You
the
get a
light
lamp.
on.
Man.
So then you would know. You
So-
would know if I left the lamp. You would say like, okay,
He's gonna be
they had a
back.
good time.
He liked us.
Yeah.
He'll be
If I
back.
take the lamp,
Then that's it.
Not so good.
I ain't
That's the
coming
last
back.
time we saw you?
yeah, pretty much.
Do you ever use the lamp
pretty good
two
little
nights
trick.
in a row?
Yeah,
Well, this is a bad sign for us. He didn't even
Yeah.
bring a
He
fucking
didn't
lamp.
bring a lamp.
Yeah.
We weren't even worthy of bringing a lamp.
right.
Well, you guys want to start out with a song? You want to get right down to a song off the top? You guys have a new album. It's still a new album, right?
Yes,
Great.
it is. It's
Whatever
still a new
happened
record.
to the Great American?
But feel free to
Bubble
play whatever
Factory?
you want while you're here. You can do as many tunes as you
Okay.
want. We could play some old blues. We could do whatever you want.
Yeah, if you're like, you two guys need to shut up for a few minutes, let us play a song. Shut us up.
We'll play a song that we all know.
All right.
And then
Let's do
and
that.
then we'll play Stump the Band later. This one's called Whatever Happened to the Great American Bubble Factory.
Awesome.
Good tune.
We'll do the folk version of it. I'm sitting there at the Dollar Tree one afternoon with my granddaughter. Yep, granddaughter, that's right. And I'm looking at these bottles of bubbles that we're about to buy. And I'm standing in line. I mean, I stood in line for probably 10 minutes. Can't people bring dollars to the Dollar Tree by trying to use their debit card for their Dollar Tree experience? I miss the old days. I miss the old days when you just needed dollars at the Dollar Tree. Well, I'm looking at these bubbles, and these bubbles are made in the great country of China. And I thought to myself, hey, Olivia, these bubbles came all the way from China. Some little factory. Now, she's only 5 years old, but there's probably somebody about 11 years old making these bubbles for her. I don't know. And these bubbles came in a truck all the way to the docks of China, around the Horn of Africa, to Savannah, Georgia, loaded on a truck and brought right here to Atlanta, Georgia, to the Dollar Tree. And I thought to myself, can't they make bubbles in Georgia anymore? Tennessee, Alabama. Maybe you can make TVs better over there, but I bet we can make bubbles again. If you can make it there, why don't you make it here? Be a part of that great red riding troop. 'Cause if you get a job, you get to leave your home. You never know if it's gonna stick around for long. Be a part of the great red, white, and true. Whatever happened to the great American factory? Whatever happened to this great American world? Whatever happened to the great American factory? Whatever happened to this great American world? Take my time on the line, I'm working solo. They work for $10 a day all across the world. You know I can't compete with the Dollar Tree. You've got your trinkets and your bubbles and your mystery. Your ticket tax deduction moved across the border. Whatever happened to the great American factories? Whatever happened to this great American world? Whatever happened to the great American factory? Whatever happened to this great American world? Made in China, made in Thailand, made in Taiwan, made in Bangladesh, made in Mexico, made in Japan. If you can make it here, why don't you make it here? There you go.
All right.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, that is a killer tune, man.
Do you like that one?
Love it.
Well,
We couldn't bring the horn section.
well, that's what I was about to bring up. You know, I saw you at the Tabernacle. What was it, over Christmas?
Oh, you did?
Or Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
or when was
With
that?
Heat.
It's Christmas.
Yeah,
Day
yeah,
after
yeah.
Christmas.
And you guys brought out the horns. It was just for that tune, and then you did that version of 515, right?
Yeah, the Who.
That's right. Which I was like, holy shit! I don't think I've ever heard anybody cover that.
No, not that
That was
one.
pretty cool.
Or if I have, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, that band, The Heap, that opened for us that
Yeah.
night. That was their horn
Which-
section.
I think I missed them.
That's Brian Howard. Me and Dave and Brian Howard had a band called The Sun Thing.